Order, 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 order in the court. What it do, y'all? It's your brother, man, from the motherland, coming to you guys live from the NY, back with another one of that Samba Conversation. For those that don't know who I am Honorable Jones, the NBIC, giving all praise and glory to the heavenly ones, for they are worthy to be what? To be praised. Last but not least, want to give a shout out to all you guys for all your support, all your feedback, positive, negative, all of these things is respected because it allows me to do what I do best, and that is keep my foot on you heathens, you he-girls, in the newly installed Heathenites. Next round of applause for that. My apologies, everyone. I had a family emergency, had to do some things. I also, it's the first of the month, and I totally forgot about taking it last night, so I took it this morning. My internal cleansing, where you detoxify, take all the parasites, all these toxins out of your body, and I just been, in and out of what. So, I definitely would not, even if I'm on my last leg, on my dying breath, I'm always gonna come out and bring you guys information, knowledgeable information. So like I said, to prep you for this everyday life called Kingdom Ready, right? So I'm not gonna give you a long introduction, gonna keep it brief. I hope everybody's having a good one. We're getting close to another feast day, Day of Atonement, and all that good stuff. It's definitely a perfect time for us to reflect and just tap in and try to ask for forgiveness for all the so-called sins of this world that we have committed. Hopefully, it's heard by the heavenly ones. Hopefully it's going to be answered by the heavenly ones, and of course it allow us to get to the next chapter, which is going back home to dwell and have real tabernacles with the heavenly ones. So round of applause for that. And after the applause, we definitely gonna get it started. Are you dumb? Or are you dumb? Round of applause. So today we're gonna have a good one, man. And the reason why I had to come out with this, I was gonna come out with the Feast of Purim is a Hebrew sin. I was gonna do that. I might do it next week. Like I said, it all depends on what the creators want me to do, right? Something will land in front of me and I'm given the authority to speak about it. So today's conversation, we're going to talk about this so-called Bible, the oldest Bible that's been found in Ethiopia, which everybody says the oldest living Bible, and everybody likes to refer to it because everybody's saying that Christianity and all religions started in Africa and has made its way. That is true and that is not true. Okay, Christianity never started from colored people. Let's get that clear. Christianity was something that was started by Europeans that was introduced to colored people because inside the manuscript, the manual of Christianity had our customs and cultures and things that we was already doing prior to the introduction to Christianity. You understand? So when Christianity came upon us, we thought it was doing the right thing because we thought it was going in line with our traditions and customs, but in reality, it was diminishing us, weakening us to the point where we lost all our strength, all our powers, all our spiritual connection. We became slaves. We was taken off the land. Our land was conquered. Our kingdoms was burnt, destroyed. Our records was removed. Everything happened simultaneously. It's like it was literally like a whirlwind. So now here we are now. things, information is coming out where a lot of brothers and sisters is trying to prove to the world that, that we are the original Christians and stuff like that. And that, the Bible, it's this, is that, the gospel is not ours. The gospel it has bits and pieces of our story, but the overall concept was to remove you from your creators, which is keeping the laws, loving your neighbor like you love yourself, doing righteous things, and converting you into a religious man and woman and child. So without further ado, we're gonna dive into it. You understand? We're gonna dive into it. Why I'm gonna dive into it, you will see why. But let's just dive in. Let's just dive in. Because I'm late. I don't want to waste no time. Let's go. So this is the Samba Conversation today, guys. Who is Abba Garima? Who is this man? Now, a lot of you guys see this old Bible, like I said previously, that you see this old Bible that's being, issued to people. And within this so-called, let me show my face. Hold on. Why am I not? Man, I'll leave it as that. Within this so-called Bible, right? Within this so-called Bible, it has images of colored people. It's found in Ethiopia, which validates that the oldest existence of Christianity started in Ethiopia or Africa. We heard all of this. But a lot of you guys don't know who wrote that Bible and where that Bible originated from. So I decided, once I looked it up, I decided to talk about it. And the man's name is Abba. Remember that name, Abba. Where else do you find the word Abba? And the word also tells you never to call anybody Abba or father or rabbi. But the man's name is Abba Garima. So we're gonna look into who this Abba person is. Okay, so I hope that introduction was better than the last one I just did, but y'all be all right. Who is Abba Garima? Who is Abba Garima? Let's go. All praises go to the creators. Before we start, let me start off by saying thank you, heavenly ones, for the strength and wisdom, the two most powerfulest things needed as children. This channel is to uphold the true name of the creators and make sure the world knows their names. Sunini Nanini forever and ever. Let us continue. Today's conversation / lesson is about Abba Garima. Some may not know who Abba Garima is, but you will today. You're gonna learn today. It goes, did y'all know what this is? Do y'all know what this is? This is believed to be the oldest living Bible in the world, and it's located in Africa, Ethiopia to be exact. So this is the book that everybody runs to and says that this is, look, it's in Africa. That's et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Okay? Cool. But did you know that Abba Garima wrote this Bible? But the question remains, who is Abba Garima? Let us find out. Abba Garima was one of the 9 saints of Ethiopia. There is no exact time of his birth, but it said he was born in the 5th century and died in the 6th century. It is also said that he was the son of a king named Macephonius, king of Rome, Byzantium. Okay, everything that I highlight, these are things that whenever you get a chance, you go look these stuff up, right? Look these stuff up. Look these locations. Look these names up. All of these things is for you. Okay? All right. Abba Garima, when his father died, he became the king of Rum, a position he held for only 7 years. I meant to highlight the 7 years. See, shout out to my big bro, man. We was having a conversation earlier, and he was just, talking about the numbers. Jesus 33, third day, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And they got a lot of numerologies going on within the Bible, 66 books, and the list goes on, right? I don't wanna dive too much into it because that's not my skill set. That's not my skill set. But it's just something that is starting to raise a curiosity, and if it comes to the point where I gotta look into that, I definitely will. Hold on. Make sure you guys are here. Okay. Bantu Princess, man. Shout out to you, man. Happy to see you. Oh, it's the Feast of Trumpets. Okay. Well, anyway, he became the king of Rome, a position he held for only 7 years. He later denounced that position and was summoned to be a Christian monk with a family member named Abba Panatalwan. Okay? Another Abba. Let us continue. It is also stated that the story in the book of Acts chapter 8 was about him when Peter met with an Ethiopian man. In Acts 8 verse 27, and he rose and went, and behold, a man of Ethiopia, a eunuch of great authority under Candace, queen of the Ethiopians, who had the charge of all her treasures and had come to Jerusalem to worship. Okay, so let's go back. Remember, his father. You gotta pay attention, catch. You gotta catch when they interject in and they try to swingle you. All right, these heathens are swinglers, so you really gotta be very aware and catch it. Right. So when I see under a eunuch of great authority, so I already know that this man was in somebody regular like me and you. Okay. But this is what's said. They said the book of chapter 8, the whole chapter of Acts 8 is supposedly about this man right here. Supposedly. But wait. How was he an Ethiopian man when he was the king of Rum? Byzantium. Where is Byzantium? Modern historians use the term Byzantium Empire to distinguish the state from the western portion of the Roman Empire. Whoa, what Roman? What the Romans doing in Ethiopia? Hold on. The name refers to Byzantium, an ancient Greek colony and transit point that became the location of the city Byzantium Empire capital city, Constantinople, which is called today Istanbul. Istanbul? Are you from Istanbul? Istanbul? Where is that located at? But that's where, we from the Middle East, you know what I'm saying? Paul and everybody went all through those regions. Rome, Abram and the Ark landed in Turkey. The list goes on. I just want you guys to very, 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 very pay attention. Yeah, I'm saying it just like that. Very, very pay attention. Let us continue. So what is a Greek king doing in Ethiopia and is seen as an Ethiopian? The internet won't say much about Abba Garima, but they did say he was a craftsman. Craftyman. What does that remind you of? A crafty man. Which craftsman? Crafty men. You understand? I mean, I don't wanna raise speculations, but who else was a cunning craftsman? Who else was that? I'll leave that for you to figure out. Let us continue. What else? Abba Garima was known for creating the Abba Garima ministry. Hold on, let me move this Bantu princess. He also was known for being a wonder worker who exorcised demons and performed miracles for the sick. Now, when you guys get a chance, read Acts chapter 8 and look up the name. You know, they like to change names. I'll leave it as that. Was the book Acts chapter 8, was it about him? We don't know. It says Abba Garima started his own ministry, his very own gospel titled Abba Garima Monastery and Garmia's Gospel. Okay? Let's look into these things, shall we? The Abba Garima Monastery. Abba Garima Monastery is an Ethiopian Orthodox church located around 5 kilometers east of Kowada in the Mekahanawa zone of northern Tigray region in Ethiopia. It was established in the 6th century by one of the 9 saints. You hear the word again, saints. Abba Garima and built one of the 9 saints, Abba Garima, and built by King Garba Masqual, also Gabri Mascal. The monastery became known for its early manuscript copy of the gospel and its treasury. The first European recorded to have visited the monastery in modern times was Henry Salt. You see, they put the word first European. You see how they put the word first European? The man that built it is a European. The man that started it all. Well, you know what? Let us continue. Was Henry Salt, who visited on the 14th of September, 1805. I find it ironic that it's always in September. Okay. He was told at the time that the building has been built by Prince Gabriel Mascal, a son of the Emperor Calabi. Calabi. Now, here is Beatrice Plain. Visit the monastery around 1950 and found that the church had burned down 20 years prior and had been rebuilt before her arrival. Now, you know I like to be the devil's advocate. So it says 1950 and it says 20 years prior. That means it was taken down in 1930. And it was taken down in 1930. Place was created in World War I happened right after. World War II happened. Then apartheid state was created. And 2 years after the apartheid state was created, this lady decided to go see. And it said it was built prior to her arrival. Was she there to ensure that everything went according to plan? Because you guys don't know that these things was pre-planned, right? You guys don't know that the objective for the world is to keep you in a state of confusion. Because as long as you're confused, you can never be able to point the finger at the individuals that are doing the confusion. You're going to just fight and argue and prove a point, pull out writings and scriptures and say, you don't know what you're talking about. I was reading such and such. People don't understand that these people are trained for this, right? Right? And it says, and has been rebuilt before her arrival. Nevertheless, she was shown a number of prized possessions which were centuries old, including a number of illuminated manuscripts, who abnormal tell I can't see it. Damn, I forgot. Hold on. Anyway, whatever that is, you guys put it together. Heading struck me as a Syrian in style. The last treasure she was shown was an ancient spring which they said had never failed since the beginning of the world. Now listen, look at this. The family of the fifth patriarch of the Ethiopian Orthodox Church, Patriarch Abuni Paulios, Paul again, Paulios was long associated with the Abu Garima monastery, and it is at the monastery that the patriarch first took monotheistic vows as Abba Garima Metahan. Now, why did I highlight the patriarch? The reason why I highlight the patriarch is because it's time for us to stop saying the patriarch. Yo, the 12 patriarchs. We're not associating ourselves with anything that these heathens, these Hebrews, and these heathenites created. And if it's true, I'm going to wait for the creators to tell me. If it's true, I'm going to wait for brothers and sisters from the Holy Land to tell me. I want to know the actual meaning, or the actual saying, should I say, behind this word patriarch. Because when I see that, it reminds me of America. You got to be a patriot. You understand? And I'm not a Gentile. I'm not a heathen. I'm not a European. I'm not none of these things. So I'm really on that, separating myself for all that comes from these people. Our job as children that's been awoken, our job is to expose individuals of the wickedness that they are doing to people like me and you. That's the job. That's why the words say you shall know the truth and the truth shall set you free. When our Savior came, he came to expose the lies, show the lies, the liars, the counterfeits, the frauds. You understand? Expose them for the world to see, so we will be able to see them. And when they started, and when he started doing that, they had a plot to remove him. And it took years later, hundreds of years later, actually, to compile another book called the Gospel. Whether it's the Garima Gospel, the King James Gospel, the New Testament Gospel, they had to create their own version. Because they knew, like I tell you guys this all the time. Let me show my face here. Like I tell you guys all the time. You understand? Religion. Listen to what I'm about to tell you. Religion is just something that was created to neutralize and civilize victims of war. Okay? This is what religion was created to do. Nothing more, nothing less. It was to neutralize and civilize victims of war. Let us continue. What's the next one? But what is a monasteria? We're gonna show you. According to the Webster Dictionary, a house for persons under religious vows, especially an establishment for monks. Yeah, you heard what I said to you. For monks. Yeah, you heard what I said. For monks. Let us continue. Now, what do Christianity have to do with monks? Oh. Now, wait, let me make sure. Okay. Now, Abba Garmia's gospel. Abba Garmia's gospel. Abba Garmia gospel, the Ethiopian monastery of Abba Garmia is located in the Tigray Range not too far from Aksum. And the monastery are two magnificent ancient gospel books that local Christians still venerate as sacred relics. Tradition has it that they were written in a day by Saint Garmia. That's the tradition. They said that these books, these two gospels, was written in a day by this man, which he held back the sun. The sun was held back by God that allowed him. I wonder why the sun was held back. So they needed the moon. Hey. I'ma leave that for you guys. I'm just giving you guys some homework. I'm giving you guys the work, and you take the work and you make it work. That's all I'm doing. Right? Because they're going to say I'm bringing forth my own. You're cool. It said it was written in a day by Saint Garmia in the 6th century because there were no records of the book for 500 years. I wonder why. Remember I told you that the gospel, the New Testament, wasn't written years after. Hundreds of years after the Savior, your supposed Savior, actually died. I wonder why it took so long. But anyway, it says the gospel were previously thought to have been written at the turn of the first millennium. The EHF have had them secretly assigned to the late 5th and early 7th century by two sets of radiocarbon analysts. The date applied to both their illustrations and their texts and put them among the very earliest extant manuscripts illustrated with Christian image. 500 years after. So when you see these images, just know that these images was intentional because they had to get brothers and sisters to fall in line with the New Testament. They had to get you in line So if I show you a book with somebody that looks like you would say, wait, hold on. I remember this story, but let me go ask my mother. And Leopold wrote it in the letter that you must teach these niggers. That's exactly what he said. This is not me saying this. You must teach these niggers the God spell. Do not teach these niggers the things they already know. Because if you teach them the things they already know, and they was to go back home and ask their moms, is it true? They will honestly get the right answer. So you must teach them the God spell. A story that had a brief truth, but a whole lot of lies. And you're going to give it to these children, because that's what they said. Teach this upon the children. And when they go home to their parents and ask questions and they come back, we are going to let them, or we're going to train them to make it seem like the parents don't know what they're talking about. And every single one of us, once upon a time, was affected behind that. One time in your life, you told your moms that you don't know what you're talking about. I got this from school, and the teacher got a PhD, so of course he or she is right. Remember? Yeah. Let these things sink into your head, people. Because if you're not seeing this, if you're not feeling this, then you're gonna continue being used the same exact way over and over and over again. Okay? Let us continue. All right? Garima first contained a complete cycle of 10 extraordinary decorated pages comparable to those in the famous Rubala Codex of AD 586. The illustrations of Garima too had affinities with Coptic paintings. So when you look up the word Coptic, they're talking about colored people. Coptic was what they was seeing as image of those that was in Egypt. So when you see these colored people in your book, just know that it was illustrated and put there intentionally. So when you see brothers like, look, Black Mary, Black Jesus. Remember the story of Haru? Is it Haru? Haru and the mother and the son. They had the same concept in Egypt. My mind is on so much other things. I'm so focused on this, I'm not remembering. But if you know what I'm talking about, put it in the chat. But they took that, painted it up nice, and put it into the book right here. So when they come out 10, 15, 20, 30, 40, 100 years later, you're going to say, look, you see? When you see Vladimir Putin, show you something like, look, he opened up something, and you like, look, ooh, you're going to be shocked when I show you this. You're going to be like, look, the Black Mary, Black baby Jesus. While he's doing this, he's having nonstop conversations with Africa. Don't you see it's the same script? Have you not waking up? Are you still asleep? If it's not broke, why fix it? They say right now Africa is the leading continent when it comes to Christianity. The leading continent. It's more Christians in Africa than goddamn Europe itself, where it even originated from. Come on, guys. I can't make this stuff up. Let us continue. And may provide the only testimony of Coptic Canaan table decorations. Canaan table decoration. This volume also contains some of the very evangelist portraits. Both gospels have metal covers. One is believed to be contemporary with the manuscript itself and thus figured as one of the oldest known book bindings. The two Garima Gospels contain approximately 400 pages of text each, which makes them unique testimonies to the Ascomanic Ethiopic language. Until now, the Aztecs by a few inscriptions on coins and stelo. The texts of the two books are quite different from each other, showing that the translation on which they are based had already been revised, revised. They love to revise. But it's the oldest book in the world, guys. Revised. At the time of their copying, thus their early dates suggest that the Ethiopian gospel translation may be older than commonly believed. Their text deserves extensive analysis, which should extend beyond the Ethiopian and Greek version of the Bible. Just like the Hebrew and Greek version of the Bible. Just like the Spanish and Greek version of the Bible. See, the New Testament, you can't take it away from its origin, which is the Greek language. It's forbidden. Can't take it away from that. Because if you do, you've committed sin. And the reason why am I saying that? Why am I saying that? Why am I saying that? Because like I told you guys before, this whole New Testament only refers to the Creator as Father. When you look into Greek mythology, they believe into a father. They said their father, who is Zeus, and their savior, who is Hercules. And Hercules was perceived to be half man, half God, half mortal. And when you see the story of Jesus, he is half man, half God. And when you see the story of Jesus, he is half man, half God. And when he comes around the people, he tells people to give praise and glory unto the Father. And when you look at Isaiah chapter 14, verse 12, he says what? He said, he will be like the Most High. He said he will be. Remove the word like from the story and just call it what it is. He will be the Most High. He will be the Most High. He will be. Look, I done broke the gavel. I done broke the gavel on these heathens. Hold on, let me grab that. I broke the gavel, guys. I broke the gavel. He said he will be the Most High. When will he get it? When will he get that opportunity to present himself to the world? You guys go do that homework, man. Because in the beginning it says, let us create man in our image. And I'm going to leave it as that. I'm not here to argue this no more. But when you see that you're not allowed to corrupt the Greek translations, you're not allowed to corrupt the New Testament should not be tampered with because you're only going to get the Greek version. The Old Testament, you're gonna get 50 different versions. You're gonna get the Ethiopia, you're gonna get the Hebrew, you're gonna get this, you're gonna get that, you're gonna get the Isikosa, you're gonna get the Swahili, you're gonna get that. But the New Testament, you guys can't, you just can't just take that out. When you need to go look what this word means, you gotta go to G 75092. Okay? G 6666. Okay? Let us continue. I know. Remember I said he was the king of rum, right? Remember I said that, guys? I decided to look up the rum family, or should I say the Byzantine family. No, wait. They are called the Paleoceus family. Paleo, ancient paleo. Let's look. According to Britannica, the Paleoceus family, the Byzantine family that became prominent in the 11th century, the members of which married into the imperial house of Commonus, Ducas, and Angelus. Michael, right? The eighth Paleoceus Empire at Nicaea in 1259 founded the dynasty of the Paleon in Constantinople in 1261. His son Androclus II reigned from 1282 to 1328, and his grandson Michael the Ninth died 1320, succeeded him as co-emperors. Michael the Ninth, son Androclus III, 1328 to 41, left the throne to his infant son John the Fifth, 1341 to 1391, whose rule was disputed by John the Ninth Cantonesius, 1347 to 1354, and later by his grandson John the Seventh, 1390. John the Fifth was succeeded, however, by his second son Manuel the Second, 1391 to 1425. John the Eighth, 1425 to 1448, was a son of Manuel the Second and his brother Constantine the Ninth. Whoa, did he just say Constantine? Hold on. Did he just say Constantine? Did he? Let's finish. 1449 to 1453 became the last Byzantine Empire. Other brothers were Demetrius and Thomas, right? Despotic of the Mora Hunt, 1460. Listen, Thomas died at Rome in 1465. His daughter Zoe married Ivan the Third of Russia. Hey, from Russia, oh, we gonna Russia, hey, can I hear Russia, oh. Does that explain why? Vladimir Putin And everybody, and when you go into the museum in Russia, they got all these black paintings of a black Jesus and a black Mary. I leave that for you. I leave that for you. I leave that for you. I know. I love stuff like this. So, this Ethiopian Bible isn't a black man's Bible of Africa. This is a European Bible placed in Africa / Ethiopia. The oldest Bible. Look at the images, guys. Look at the images. I just want you guys, look at the writings. Look how these brothers look. Look how they dress. I don't know if you guys ever used to watch Dragon Ball Z, man. There used to be a guy named Piccolo. He looks just like this man right here. He looks just like this man right here. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Wake up, Bantus. Emancipate yourself from mental slavery. None but ourselves can free our minds. Have no fear for atomic energy, because none of them can stop the time. Time to learn the truth, because this truth is setting us free. All praises to the heavenly ones. Sunini, Nanini is their names. Yep. I know I could have went harder. I gave you more information. But I want you guys to start doing your homework, man. I want you guys to start doing your homework. You guys got to start looking into these things, people. You got to start looking into these things, people. Because these things right here, this knowledge that these things that we are being exposed to, you very, or should I say, you should really, and be very careful on the information that's coming our way. Because the devil is going to put himself in your heart, whether you're seeking him, whether you seeking the Creator, no matter what, he is not going to let your soul, your temple go without a fight. So when you hear brothers saying, look, man, the oldest Bible was from Ethiopia and you just tell them, man, that is Abba Garima, a European from Rome who came to become a Christian monk and came up with his own ministry. And they destroyed everything. You ever notice why they was in Ethiopia? You ever ask yourself, why is Ethiopia a free state compared to all the other places in Africa? I'm going to tell you why. Because Ethiopia was a center capital. You understand me? A center capital for the European powers. They came into our land first through Ethiopia. When they went to Egypt, with Cleopatra and all that, they made their way down. They couldn't just come. They couldn't just come into our area just like that. They needed a place to rest while they scoped the land. And then they end up making their way down using Ethiopians. Esau, the black man. That's why Esau, the black man, was given the position that he held and became king of Judea. Because when the Romans came for such the good work that Esau, who I'm starting to believe was dwelling in Ethiopia and the Congo. Hold on. Let's find out. Let's find out. Let's find out. Let's go look into this map first. Let's go look into this map. Let's find out, guys. We're going to find out. We're going to find out, guys. There we go. I'm gonna share the screen as soon as I pull it up. Give me a second. We're going to find out. Let's zoom out. I could believe it. I could believe it. Ain't not too far from where the Holy Land dwelt. Mozambique, and from Ethiopia to Mozambique is not that far. Tanzania is not that far. Really not that far. Let me show you. And remember, these areas, these are now colonized areas. Let me say that again. These are now colonized areas. These is modern day colonization. This is after slavery. So the images that you guys, these things are after slavery. Okay? Prior to slavery, there was none of these things. So Ethiopia can be Ethiopia, Somalia, Kenya. All of these places could all be Ethiopia. South Sudan, all of this could be Ethiopia. Could be, we don't know. But there was no such thing as borders. Hold on. Let me share my screen. Hold on. Come here. Matter of fact, I'll put it on mine. Let me share my screen. Hold on. Give me a second. Move me. Let me share my screen. Share screen. Okay. Well, you know what? Need to remove that. I'm going to put it right here. Because we could just look at it for what it is right here. All right. Safari. Custom. So we could just look at it right here. Right? So I just want you guys to just look at this map. Right? As you guys can see, this is Ethiopia. All these other areas, we can't tell if when this Ethiopia, right, prior to slavery, and they got old maps that says that all of this whole region right here was Ethiopia. This whole region was Ethiopia, right? So you don't know, right? We don't know as far as them, I know they was in the outskirts of Jerusalem. They was in the outskirts. And they had to send individuals. Because when you look into these areas, right? When you look into these areas, right? When you look into these areas, you will see that they was in the outskirts. From the outskirts looking in. Okay? They was in the outskirts looking in. And they was coming in, watching. And, as far as them falling, these are informations that we still learning as we go. You understand? But here, this is the only free state that never been tampered with. They probably gave them this small little region and say, yo, look, man, it's either you take this or we just gonna just, because you know how this is how Cain moves. So they just accepted it, right? But prior to slavery, there was none of, you see all of these little lines and stuff like that? None of these things ever existed. All of these was individuals, people, right? And whoever was the king, that was their territory, right? These people started naming these things because every one of these places that you see that's chopped up, Europe owns a piece of it, right? The reason why they made South Africa the apartheid state because they know that they had to control this in order to keep everybody else from coming here and staying here. Here, 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 here. Okay? You can go anywhere in the world, but coming here, it's gonna be a hassle. Getting your visa to maintain citizenship, it's a hassle. Europeans come in there day in, day out, no problem. But for us, it is a hassle. You understand? And all of these things are intentional, people. I just want you guys to know that. Okay? I just want you guys to know that. So when the ark landed, let's just say the ark landed right here. Let's just say the ark landed right here. I'm just being hypothetical right now. Okay? Noah said, Shem, this is you. This is you. All of this is you. This is you, Shem. This is you. Japhet, this is you. This is all of Japhet. All of Japhet. Japhet didn't like that. Japhet said, you know what? I'm going back to other countries. So Japhet said, you know what? I'm coming here. Wherever you see colored people. He went here. He was already here. He was here. Remember, Moses bought this land from a Japhet right here. Bought it, right? Right? So these brothers was already here. They was traveling. Remember, we was one big family. Okay? Hatred amongst each other didn't happen until these niggas came into our space. That's what they are. They are some niggers. See? You see Niger? You look like somebody that came from Niger. How is people from over here talking about Egypt that's all the way over here, but you referring to somebody that's all the way over here, gives more proof that the story never took place here. It was always here. It was always here. There's nowhere else, nowhere else. I did chat GPT and I was talking to the big bro today, and I did chat GPT. And within chat GPT, I said, if I'm in Egypt and I decided to go south, where would it lead me? It said, you will end up in Sudan. But we know that there's no Mambri in Sudan, right? But we know that there's a Mambri over here, though. So he took everything and went back here. It was a journey. But you would do anything that your creators tell you to do. You told to go left, you better go left. I don't care how long is that walk. You better do it. Remember what happened to Jonas. Jonah thought he could just hop on a ship and just go the opposite direction. He was getting ready to sacrifice the whole ship members. You go where you told. And that's the space that we need to be in as individuals. We need to start going when we told. We need to start following rules and regulations. If we're told to do something, just do it. Don't worry about the outcome. Don't worry. The outcome at the end will be beneficial for you. This is what people don't understand. It's going to be beneficial for you. You may not be able to shine right now. You may not be able to shine for the next 10, 15 years. But your job is to do what you was told to do. And the only thing we was told to do first is to acknowledge him, them, and wake up the children to come back unto them. Give all praise and glory unto them. Ask for forgiveness from them and allow them to put things in perspective and bring nothing but order back into this world. The order will never come until we. Matter of fact, shout out to the big bro, man. He bought this out. Let me give you guys this, man. Let me give you guys this. Why not? Let me give you guys this. Hold on. Shout out to the big bro. Let me give you guys this. Look at this. We know to remove this. There's no bell over here. The creators is nigh unto all of them that call upon them. See, they put him, but it's really them. To all that call upon them in truth. Call upon them in truth. Say, yo, Father, I love you. Mama, love, I respect you. I will never blaspheme your name. Ever do that again in my entire life. Right? They will fulfill the desires of them that fear them. They also will hear their cries and will save them. Okay? So when you call on the names, you got to call upon him in truth. And if the truth is not in you, then the name also is not in you. And if you calling on a name that doesn't carry truth, then what you bringing forth and what you teaching isn't truth. And if there's no truth, guess what happens? You won't be set free. If there is no truth, people, you won't be set free. For you shall know the truth, people, and the truth shall set you free. And you know what I just got out of that? I got out of that the only truth that we need, outside of keeping the ways, the only truth that we need is calling on the names. Now it explains why. It explains why. It explains why when we're playing the songs, shout out to the sister who gave me the song. Whenever I play this song, Facebook tells me, shout out to Umdala because he going through the same thing too. It says that it's copyright somewhere. See, the there's no copyright. It's the Sunini might that they're afraid of. Sunini might just kick in the door, raising the 4-4. All I heard was heathens don't bother no more. Sunini just might open the eyes of brothers and sisters all over, scattered on the four corners of the earth, because that name is powerful, people. So when you have a sister that says, we love and my holy king. See, when that becomes a chant, that then becomes a problem, because people is gonna say, well, what the heck is that? You're gonna get some that just gonna disregard it, and then they're gonna get the others after hearing it 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times. They're gonna say, you know what? I need to go look into what the heck is this Sunini Nanini. I need to go look into that. And just say you do go look into that, and then you find out that that's the ultimate power name of it all. That all these other names falls in line with Lucifer, Yahweh, Yahushai, Yahushua, Yahoo. They got it. Listen, they got an internet browser, okay? All Hebrews better. You're not allowed to go on Google. You're only allowed to go on Yahoo, because that is your daddy. You understand? And when they see that brothers and sisters is actually calling and seeking that name, and realize that they've been led astray, and really start calling on that name. See, when you call on that name by default, it automatically makes you want to turn away from the wicked ways. It really do. Because now you see that you have a responsibility to uphold that name. See, you can't say Sunini Nanini and still have it in you to sell drugs. You can't say Sunini Nanini and still have it in you to have multiple relationships. You can't call on those names and want to live a life of sin. It just doesn't go hand in hand. I'll be driving and minding my business, and you know, these females is bold today, man, and they'll see me and they'll give me that come over here, come talk to me type of look. And I'm on some, no. Because I know that now that I have the actual name of the ones that created it all, by default, you don't even have the urge to upset them, right? Where I may get irate, I may get upset, and I'll just have a conversation. See, I don't go on my knees and pray upon nothing. I talk to my parents. I say, yo, Pops, yo, man, why are you doing this to me, Pops? And when I need understanding, I say, Mama Love, display yourself for me. Show yourself to me. Shout out to the big bro. He sent me something. He was like, yo, he's talking about the wife. I said, I'm going to look into it. But for some apparent reason, and like I said, for some apparent reason, now Mama Love is being mentioned. Books is being opened where her name is mentioned. People that's in in those seats are coming out saying, saying the same thing I'm saying. Let us make man in our plural image. I'm just saying, all of these things is coming out now. All of these things is making its way out now. This is how you know you really are living in the end times. When Mama Love makes her way into your proverbial vision, she's right in front of you. She's talking to you. She's putting it upon me. She's making me. That's how you know. Because before the destruction, the knowledge and understanding and wisdom must be led on the earth, so there shall be no excuses in the day of judgment. Nobody's going to have an excuse. Every single person, including myself, will have to answer. This is when you're going to have to answer to the Creator, the Almighty One, not the comfort, not the one that was warning you, not the one that was in your ear saying, baby, don't you do that. Don't you go deal with that gangster over there. Don't you go pick up that G-Pack and go flip that, because your head gonna get cracked. And when it get cracked, guess who's gonna make sure your head is cracked open into little smithereens? But now, she's removing everybody. I just did something the other day. And if you guys ain't watch it, tune in, share it. These videos need to be in the 10,000s. That's how much brothers and sisters need to be. The word said there's 5,000 that have not submitted yet. That was of old. Right now is beyond that. This work needs to be to the homes of millions, and I mean millions, of Bantus worldwide. The whole world, except for Africa, is stepping away from religion, saying this is not for me. Here in New York, because people are saying this is not for me. And I wouldn't even say New York, they just say the whole country of America. Because brothers and sisters are no longer being held by the most ultimate weapon ever created to man. You guys thinking it's a nuclear bomb. The most powerfulest weapon ever created to man was something called religion. And now that brothers and sisters are stepping away and saying, this is not for me. And the pastor's money's getting short. That shooting that you thought that happened in Texas in that mega church, that joint was a psyops. They needed to draw attention because the money is getting low. TD Snakes is being exposed because he don't have enough money to pay those he done victimized. The money is getting low. Inflation is the only way Sunini can separate the people from Satan. You understand me? Inflation will be the only way to separate the children from Satan. And even till this very day, we still chasing Satan. Chase the bag, your ass is grass. Just that simple. And ever since people started waking up and saying no more, look how the frequency has just made a dramatic shift. Look how stores, every corner store, every store, mom shops, mom spots that shut down, black owned businesses that shut down. They're shutting these things down and putting in smoke shops for every single person to get high all the time. We smoking that good ish. Liquor stores selling, you can get 2 for the price of 1 while we in an inflation. All of these things is happening simultaneously, and nobody's able to put the pieces together and ask themselves, what the heck is going on? Why is this happening? The only reason why is this is happening because the children, the generation that's after me, those are the generation. That is the rebellious spirit against Lucifer. That is the rebellious spirit against the system. That is the rebellious spirit against the heathens. Those that benefited from all of this to this very moment. That's them that they are afraid of. The lady said it on the goddamn podium. She don't even have beef. There's not a single black person done did anything to that land called 1948. And she let it be known, our biggest threat is these niggas. Oh, wait, what's going on? What do we have to do to what the boundaries got to do with it. What the boundaries, or we just want to serve Sunni. What the boundaries got to do with it. Who needs some scriptures when Sunni's painting the picture? Ow! Huh? See, these people know exactly what's going on. So if you can't beat them, don't just join them, but misguide them, mistreat them, keep them in a space of being angry, give them toxic music, pathetic food, discuss women. Let them be exposed to that. Let them not see any level of happiness. Let them think that this is just the norm. Because if they could fall into the trap of Lucifer, this trap is no return. There's things happen on this earth right now. Some of you guys don't even know what's going on. They got, all of a sudden, RICO cases has made its way into the black community. RICOs used to be, that was mafia things. Why they did that to the mafias? Because the mafias got too big-headed. So they needed to put things in place to humble them. Mafias still exist, but now they got to be more following the rules and regulations. But now the RICOs has made its way onto the black and brown community. See, they have programmed you, whether it's through Twitter, whether it's through Facebook, whether it's through Instagram. They had they had configure your mind to brag, to talk about the things that you do, rap about it, joke about it, do everything. And they sit back and they gather information. And when they get enough information, all you're going to see is 5 hound dogs, 15 undercovers or fully uncovered brothers, vests on, shotguns, army guns, ready to take down an entire black community, and they're locking you up for conspiracy. Not even facts, but just conspiracy. You still don't see what's going on. You still don't see what's going on. You guys really think that this is how things are supposed to be. You guys really don't see what's going on. You see, people like myself, like Umdala, like individuals that can see things eternally, externally, figuratively, spiritually, mentally, emotionally. See, individuals like that, those are the ones that they must keep far away from humanity. Make things difficult, make stuff hard, create rules and regulations, copyright this, community guidelines that. No hatred being mentioned, nothing but facts. But you must do these things because these individuals has become more powerful than any single black leader, freedom fighter that ever existed on this earth. You know why? Because now we know the name of our creators. See, they let Malcolm X rock. Malcolm X is calling on a lie. That's exactly what it is, a lie. Elias Muhammad. The Honorable Elias Muhammad. He's a liar. He been a lie this whole time. Let that rock. Look who Muhammad is. Look who Elijah Muhammad is. He's a Gentile, heathen. Let them rock. Look who taught Muhammad was a heathen. Let him rock. Let them rock. They had to take Malcolm out because Malcolm no longer wanted to subscribe to the government organization called the Nation of Islam. And if he's a free agent and he got all this power and he's by himself and he's not dealing with nobody, Sunini might just have a conversation with him. Take him out. Now. Oh, yeah. Martin, they let him rock. A man's name was Luther. Lucifer. Let him rock. Hold on. He said what? He said we need some black economics. Take him out. He no longer want to sit down. He no longer want to sit down with the peacemakers. He want to have a conversation with the money makers. Take him out. Take him out. Fred Hampton, that man is the epitome of a Sunni child. How you feel about religion? Religion could kiss my ass. I say, damn, just like that? Sheesh, okay. I'm about my people. Oh, wait, hold on. He's about the people. Love thy neighbor, love yourself. The two royal laws. He already had one in the bag. It was only a matter of time before he got the other. Take him out. Bring two Judases around him. You guys don't know. You guys don't know. You guys want to sleep all day. Sleep. But don't say you wasn't warned. Don't say I didn't tell you. Don't say we ain't show you. Don't say we ain't give you the name to call on. You go ahead. Call on Yah, Yahweh, Yahweh Shai, Yahushua, Ahaya, Yeshaya. Go ahead and call on that, man. Go ahead. If you feel like that's the way, go ahead. I promise you. I promise you, you will not leave where you stand. You will die where you stand. Where do you think you're going to go with this blasphemy? Where do you think you're going to go? It's bad enough you call the Africans Ham. That's not your people. You don't even see them as your brother. Mind you, dudes be coming from Haiti. The brothers that look like Ham look just like these Haitians, that the family members that you done brought to America. And when they come into your house, you probably telling them, yo, man, you from the tribe of Levi, bro. You better, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Look just like one of the brothers from Benin. But hey, I don't know what I'm talking about. Where you think you're going to go? I laugh all the time. I laugh, and it's when brothers get on these podiums and talk about what's about to happen to America. Yeah, yeah. In the name of Yahweh Shai, in the name of Jesus, where you think you're gonna go? Where you think you're gonna go? Oh, you think your brothers is gonna be there with you? There's no brotherly love in a satanic organization. There's no brotherly love in a satanic organization. Because Satan despises unity. He despises family. A nation that's divided can't stand. He wants you niggas sitting down for the rest of your life. And guess what you guys are doing? You guys are sitting down comfortably too. Feet up, chest out, prideful. Tell me, nigga, please. You don't know what's about to happen. You see what's going on in the Middle East, man. Who you think they doing that for? They doing it for us, man. The true children, we about to go home. Go home where? How? You think the Palestinians are the only people you're gonna have to go through? You gotta go through the Iranians. You gotta go. You gotta go through Saudi Arabia. You gotta go through Jordan. These niggas ain't gonna just let you come over there. If you think you're gonna come over there and do what? You about to bring glorified Christianity over there? That is a Muslim. That is called Arab land. You even come over there, you're gonna get your head chopped off. Go ahead and think the angels is going to protect you. Please. The angels don't even dwell there. If the angels dwelt there, hey, Afghanistan would still be, okay? Saddam Hussein would have still been in office. I'm just saying. If the angels was there, I'm just saying. I'm going to leave it as that, guys. I'm going to leave it as that, guys. I'm just saying. Hey, listen. Don't listen to me. Don't listen to me. Listen to the creators, man. Stop drinking that blood. Put the blood down for at least. Listen, go to church on Sunday, and when they say come up to the altar and drink some blood, just say, no, I'm good. When it's time for you to get on your knees and pray, just say, nah, I'm good. Don't even pray. Just sit there and just try to absorb the atmosphere, absorb the energy. That's what you went there for, right? Don't even do it. Then leave and try to have a conversation and say and just say, oh, Holy One, I just left this place. I don't feel like the spirit is in me. What's going on? Just have those conversations. And the answer will be given to you. It will be given to you quick, fast. You're going to go on YouTube. You'll probably ask that question, go on YouTube, and you're going to just land on a video of mine. Land on a video of Undala. Land on a video on TikTok with all the brothers that's out there doing that work. Shout out to them. Oh, it's a phenomenon on TikTok. Oh, my jeez. Woo! All I see is Bantu this, Bantu that, warrior this, Bible is black. Hey, I'm like, damn, all of this shit? Round of applause. And these brothers is not just in America. These brothers in America. You got brothers in Europe. You got brothers in Canada. You got brothers in the Holy Land. You got brothers in Botswana. You got brothers in Namibia. You got brothers in South Africa. You got brothers in Benin. You got so much brothers that's out there right now, dropping bombs after bombs after bombs. I'm like, wait, hold on. This is about to be a massacre when it comes to this knowledge. I done see my brother done bring Hebrews on his live. Have these brothers contradicting themselves to the point where they just angry and cut off and be as wicked and report the brother and have the brother's channel taken down. And the brother came right back with another one. And got enough followers within a day to go right back on live. I'm telling you guys, the rise of the Bantus will not be televised. You think I got to 100K because I was gripping the AK and I was rapping all day and I was talking about fish fillet and all of the things that sound gay? Absolutely not. I started calling on their names. And when I started calling on Mama Love's name, she said, baby, give my son what he needs. And one day I'm going to wake up, it's going to be at 200. Then one day I'm going to wake up, it's going to be at 300. One day I'm going to wake up, it's going to be at 400, 500. To the point where I'm going to even need a bigger space to really sit down with the people. People is going to want me to come into their organizations, into their churches, into their schools, into their community centers. They're going to want me to speak. I promise you. My job in the process is to always remain humble, stand on what I stand on, move how I'm supposed to move, and that's in decency and order. Love the way I'm supposed to love every single person. That's the test for me, to really love every single person. And I'm speaking about the Bantus. I'm speaking about those that's in the trenches, those that's suffering from PTSS, post-traumatic slave syndrome. To love them, despite the anger, the trauma in their hearts and souls. That's the ultimate test. And when I pass that test, that's when your brother Junes from the motherland is going to start moving these mountains. And when we move these mountains, we're moving the mountains out the way so we get closer to the Holy Land. Might have to spread the Atlantic Ocean for the Bantus. Don't know. To guide a group of people is the most hardest job you guys could ever imagine. You guys think this is easy? You guys think what I'm doing is easy? You guys think what is doing is easy? You guys think it's easy? You think it's because we just in front of a camera and we talking? You think it's easy? Let me tell you the most hardest thing of knowing this and got all this wisdom. The hardest thing is knowing that a lot of your brothers and sisters won't survive the wrath of the Father. That's the hardest thing. See, when you didn't know sin, it was whatever. But when sin became something that you know, it becomes a burden on your back. And not only becomes a burden on your back, the temptations is 10 times more severe. 10 times more severe. And you thinking it's the devil attacking you. Oh, no. The devil is too scared to come next to you. That's the Creator that's putting you to the test to see if you're strong enough to stand for righteousness. It's your brother, man, from the motherland, man. Came to you guys live. Once again, continue supporting. If this is your first time, man, please don't let it be your last time. This is, again, my apologies for coming on late. Had to handle things. had my cleanser. So you know I'd have been cleansing all day, right? The first of the month, every man and woman and child should be cleansing their bodies from all this toxic from the earth, from all the toxic in the food. You supposed to be cleaning your insides out. Because out of nowhere, it's a high rise of colon cancer taking complete control within the black and brown community. So my job is to just let you know. But again, my apologies. Subscribe to the channel, share the channel, like this, right? Go click on the description, look into the merchandise, get you some repent wear. Get yourself a repent walker. Wear those shoes in the public. When they ask you what are those, you said this is the path to the kingdom. Are you dumb? Or are you dumb? For those that don't know who I am him, Junes, the NBIC. You understand? AKA Mr. Keep My Foot. You understand me? My foot on you heathens, you Hebrews, and the newly installed Heathenites next. Are you dumb or are you dumb? Listen to the Creator say it one time. And I'ma holler at y'all. One.